crypto squeak out to him so quick.
I decided to play a video game.
Nice. Anyway.
A better response than any. Welcome, ladies and gentlemen, to another Disney interactive treat.
Yes, this is a game made by Danger. High voltage software.
Oh, I remember that.
Don't send really stupid bugs at your bug
Like that one?
I can't help it. It's so beautiful. That was fun. Anyway, Danger High Voltage Software. Welcome everybody to Disney Does Luigi's Mansion.
Or Disney Does Alone in the Dark.
That too.
I feel like this is more like Luigi's Mansion. Like once you start you'll start seeing the parallels as I play through the game. But welcome to a very spooky, very decrepit manor. A paranormal parlor.
Would you say that it's a haunted?
Not yet. Don't do it yet.
Damn it.
You'll see. You'll know the time is coming. But this was a game that was released around the same time as a particular movie, of which we may mention once or twice. But and
zombies.
It is also based upon a ride, actually, from Matt. A ride from the Disney theme parks.
Which is my favorite ride of all time.
You know, it's kind of sad how the opening to Luigi's Mansion's door is creepy. Oh God!
Oh, that.
Okay, I take back everything I said. This is creepy.
Welcome to the Haunted Mansion.
I was just trying to make a silly joke.
Jesus.
A game based off a movie that was shit, based off a ride that is good.
I'm going to say right now, this is not at all based on the movie. I don't think it is at all. This is honestly, you know what I think? Honestly, this was like people who wanted to make a game, and thank God these people were more in love with the ride than they were with the movie.
Right.
Oh yeah.
Whoa! Hello there, handsome type.
Anyway, we'll let him speak.
Hi, D.
Who is that?
D. Bradley Baker.
That's Robin?
No, D. Bradley Baker. You're thinking of Scott Menville.
Oh, sorry. Who's D. Bradley Baker?
That one
James
voice from SpongeBob.
I was about to say, James might know him as the guy, Spectre from the Ape Escape remake.
Mm-hmm. Oh.
And if you
I see. I hear it now.
And a whole shitload of voices for SpongeBob. Lest we forget, Kevin.
Oh, yeah, Kevin. Stop it!
Who here has seen Legend of Korra?
I have. I know.
Like one season.
I know he does all of the animals in the Avatar series.
Yeah, he does all the animals, and he also voiced a couple of the main antagonists. Mainly, I forgot the character's name, but he's the brother to the main antagonist of the first season.
The waterbending judge or whatever.
Yep.
Anyway, let me say. Okay, we talked over it. I'm so sorry, but I like the more. Oh. Ghosts. He is a guy. He is an author who, down his luck during the end of the Civil War, he saw a position for being a caretaker of a mansion, and he decided to seek employment.
And of course, it had to be a mansion full of ghosts.
People who ride the rides can recognize these designs, and oh my, they said hello. Apt response.
Yeah, this was certainly the early to mid 2000s, all right.
I hope he's feeling better.
I told you he'd be on his feet again in no time. Come, we have done our
And here's a person trying to do an impression of the narrator of the ride.
Now from troubled sleep, you find yourself where
And honestly, a much better Mam Leota than the movie.
Of course.
Again, that's not really saying much.
So sorry, Eddie Murphy, that your career had this thing starting with that movie.
Well, I wouldn't say starting with that movie, but yeah.
Oh, I, child, am Madame Leota, speaker of the spirit world, medium of the mysterious, and See the things unseen. I know why
So for people wondering, Madame Leota, yeah, there's a lot that I'm gonna have to explain about with the ride, and probably talking over her because I don't want to be silent for the next 3.5 minutes.
That's
So,
fair.
Madame Leota, all of this is based off of a ride, and the ride was basically Disneyland wanting to do their own, spooky, they wanted to do their own spooky haunted house ride. And it inspired a really cool technology of something that they called the Doom Buggy, which was, get it, not Doom, a Doom Buggy.
Somebody say Doom.
Which was a cart that would rotate and like turn you around. So the idea was that they wanted you to be looking at the spooky stuff and not have your eyes wander.
Gotcha.
Oh, by the way, there's a villain in this game. His name is Atticus Thorn.
Is he forced?
Is that him?
He's not entirely forced, but he's the big conflicting element of, okay, that was original and new that they added for this game, because he was nowhere in the ride at all.
Is he voiced by Terrence Stamp?
I don't know, actually. We'll have to listen. Anyway, so
I take
Madame
it that's
Leota here
supposed
was
to be a
based...
joke, man.
Known as the beacon of souls.
It's a reference to the movie. Terrence Stamp was the butler.
Oh, yeah. So, that's our yay, we got something.
Da 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 da.
And we got something called the Soul Beacon. It is a lantern that allows us to attack ghosts and collect spirits from around the mansion in them, because all the spirits, which for those who are into the lore of the game, lore of the ride, there are 999 happy haunts that live at the mansion.
Happy haunts.
That's what they call it. That's the line.
Do we get to take the? All right, just tell me. Are the headstones in this game?
What headstones?
The headstones
The
in the
ones
graveyard.
that sing the song.
You mean the marble busts? Yeah, they're in this game. Sorry, headstone is a very different connotation when involving death.
Well, I'm sorry. All right.
The heads who are stones, not the stones that have heads. Whatever. Yes,
Well,
they're in this game.
it's an apt description.
Pretty much every big thing from the ride is in this game, which is why I love it. And it doesn't feel as forced as the 5 minutes of fame that the movie gave that whole element of the game, of the ride.
Yeah. By the way, that song is my favorite Disney song, personally.
The Rainbow Gems.
Mine's the main
Wait a
favorite.
minute. There's only 6 Chaos Emeralds. Where's the 7th?
I know, but yeah, there are only 6, and yeah, my favorite's the Main Street Electrical Parade theme.
Oh,
Actually-
that's what happened to it. We got a freebie.
Actually, James, I found a way we can have some fun lore with that later. But yes, there are, as we know, only 6 Chaos Emeralds called Soul Gems.
Soul Gems.
So these are actually Blaze's emeralds.
Oh, yeah.
By the way, I'm borrowing you, Madame Leota.
You don't need to. Fingerprints. Watch the fingerprints.
Sorry. Glass.
Did
But-
Madame Leota just turn into a sassy black lady for a second?
That's what she's been for this entire monologue.
She is from Louisiana.
All things considered, I'm kind of surprised she doesn't host her own stand-up.
Birthplace of jazz and the soul made of sass.
Well, it's game time.
We took her with us because she's basically gonna be our tutorial and lore giver of the game.
And we just
Hey, Gargoyle.
run around like a putz.
Turn up the brightness a little bit.
I don't know why, but something about that reminded me of Medieval.
I could see some elements. Uh-oh, a lost spirit.
What do we do with said lost spirit?
Uh-oh. Fight off these
We shoot it.
spirits with a
I mean, wouldn't you?
Well,
fire button.
true.
Yeah, now that I actually listen to it, yeah, she does sound like an incredibly sassy black lady throughout this game.
It's fine.
Wow.
So this is where, again, the parallels to Luigi's Mansion are for me. Our mission is to go through rooms, solve little puzzles, turn on the lights.
Ah, there we go.
Gotcha. Well,
There you
at least this time you have to work. Actually, have to work to get the lights turned on. You don't just have to suck up all the ghosts and then bada bing, bada boom, the lights come on.
No.
So you're saying So you're saying the act of catching the ghosts isn't work in and of itself?
Well, it is kind of the same song and dance every time, up until you get to the really big ones.
There are some arenas where you do have to fight people, but yeah, there's only like one room, I think, where that's actually the main goal of doing is to kill everything. For now, it's actually more of a puzzle platformer in areas.
Really?
Once the lights are on, notice the chest on the right. See what it's doing?
It's vibrating.
Yep, that means there are shriveled souls inside. So investigate it and quickly use the circle button to suck these guys into your lantern.
Okay, yeah, that definitely looks like something straight out of Luigi's Mansion.
Yeah.
Only it's a lot more instantaneous here.
So how many shriveled souls was that?
That was 4. As you see, the number on the lantern is how many I've collected. The number in black is how many are remaining in this room.
Okay, so that's 4 down, 996 more to go.
Oh, by the way, you'll like this, Steve. The person who voices the main antagonist, Corey Burton.
Yeah, I could recognize Byrne like earlier. I think he was one of the ghosts that scared toward D earlier.
I think so. Oh yeah, and by the way, I'm not going to say where because you'll be able to hear him. Bill Farmer makes some appearances.
Oh,
Yay,
Ghost
how meta.
Ghosty. Goosty.
Oh yeah, by the way,
No,
cutscene. That
Goosty.
thing activates a secret.
Now D.
Oh yeah, okay, for you. Now fine. To give you guys at least a bit of a hand in knowing what the heck you're talking about. This character's name is Ezekiel and/or Zeke.
Hi there, Zeke.
Yep, he is our protagonist. Oh, we found an old death certificate.
You found part of an old death certificate. Collect all.
Alright, I need to
one-
figure out who the fuck voices Man Leota in this.
Okay.
Alrighty.
A death certificate. One free pass to
The afterlife.
yeah, pretty much.
But yeah, we just need to find all the goodies. There they are. And once you capture all of them, these cards are... Once you get 10 cards, you get a life. This game does have a bit of an archaic life system, which is the number to the right of our portrait.
I see.
Once you collected all
What happens when you game over?
from a room,
I think you just have to load a save.
Ah, super.
press activate to open the door.
But I'll tell you right now, I don't die. Well, okay, I
Okay.
don't game over. I die. That this game has a bit of a difficulty curve a little bit later on, but that blue meter is our health meter, not our. Well, technically they call it the scare meter.
Because we're such lily-livered little shits.
Yeah, the guy
Right,
reminds
also,
me
wait,
of
what was
something.
that?
Ooh, what was that? Hello,
Hi there.
ma'am.
Goodness gracious. I ain't never seen a storm like this.
By the way, is the axe murdering wife in this game?
Come of it.
Oh dear. No, I don't think she is.
Damn
I mean,
it.
you could say that one enemy type is kind of like her, but I don't recall the Axeman Bride herself. What the?
Damn.
What
Oh
the?
boy. The Grim Reaper.
She was my second favorite part of the ride. Her section was
What's your
so
first
fucking
favorite?
creepy.
Alright, with the portraits. What's your first favorite? What's your first favorite part?
The singing bus.
I just realized our health went down by a lot.
Yes, whenever you are in darkness, your scare
he's
meter
scared.
becomes smaller. Only when the light is turned on do you get your full health.
Ah, okay. Well, what do you have to worry about when the lights are on?
There may be some enemies that spawn even in the light.
Ah, gotcha. Like Boos?
Oh my god, I still can't
Maybe.
find out who did it.
Just wait till the credits.
Have you
again.
tried behind the
Okay,
voice
stairs
actor
don't
stuff?
lie.
Hi.
I did. They don't have the game.
Spiders!
They have the rides and not the game.
Spiders!
Yeah.
How about IMDb?
They have it on IMDb, but they don't list who voices who.
Again, just wait. And/or I'll just look in a future part after this.
Jeez, it's like this game was about as overlooked as freaking Kid Clown 2.
Which I'm gonna say, this game, spoilers, I like this game a lot.
Also-
I think this is a very fun, little, short, spooky game. It has some actual scary moments, I think, and I think it is definitely a game worth looking at. Oh, by the way, so Leota has this thing where, hang on, this painting looks a little crooked.
By the way,
Let's fix that.
The axe murdering bride I just discovered is named. I love this name, the Black Widow Bride.
The Black
Nice.
Widow Bride.
Because of a spider. Oh, jeez. Oh, hey, we're Phantom Ganon.
We're in the painting.
Okay, so how do I get out?
The same way Phantom Ganon does. Go through a different painting. And that is the secret to the first puzzle, to get to the second floor without using the stairs because they crumble, and we can get to our next light switch.
Anyway,
Yay.
The Black Widow Bride. I think that's
Oh.
awesome.
Oh, really?
Yes, it is. And so, yeah, this was based on this film was released around the time of the Eddie Murphy movie. In fact,
This
this was
game-
one of those deal.
You mean?
This game, it's also one of those deals where like when you if you bought the game, you could get one free ticket pass to see the movie, like a downloadable code or something. Like it was one of those promotional deals, which is kind of an insult to this game, I think, because I think this game is pretty good in its own right. It's because again, you'll see this game definitely is drawing more inspiration from the art style of the ride as opposed to the movie. Like these people love the ride.
Yeah.
Look at this.
Or either that, or that's all the reference they had going for them.
Something the
Maybe,
older
but either way, by the way, they put a lot of love into
don't
this. I
see
like.
how to activate it.
Oh, that's good.
Perhaps we'll find a way later.
That's good. Alright, there needs to be a new Haunted Mansion movie, and I'd actually love it to be animated. Like, they
I
could
think
do
it's
some,
nice.
They could do some really creative stuff with that.
I can imagine.
Disney always has some. You know, it's funny thinking about it because Disney sometimes has pretty decent ideas for like shows or movies, and then they end up not even making it past the drawing board.
Oh,
Like,
yeah.
I think I mentioned this before, but apparently they were originally going to try doing an animated movie starring Mickey Mouse and Roger Rabbit, based on a certain story. I don't remember the name of it, but I know the poster's out. I know there's a concept art for it
It's
somewhere.
the Drunken Ghost.
Drunken Ghost.
Actually, what I thought you were about to say, James, just to keep on topic, I thought you were going to talk about like that animation that they did for an opening of a scrapped Haunted Mansion TV show.
That too. There was going to be a new Haunted Mansion cartoon, but apparently it never saw the light of day. All we got was like a very small bit of footage showing what would possibly have been the intro.
Yeah, and there was also a cool Disney XD show called Hoods that I like the art style of. It was
If you wanna
more
talk
fluid, more
an
vague,
enemy,
more abstract, I
Just
guess.
hold down the lock.
Yeah.
What else was there? There was a lot of cool ideas. Anyway,
There-
moving on.
There's this one movie that I was looking forward to that was going to come out like in 2019, but they canceled. It's
Oh,
called
what was it?
Gigantic. It looked good, but
Oh, by the way, Corey Burton, everybody. Let's investigate what this storybook is.
Years have passed since our defeat, but we do not sleep yet.
Yeah, that is Burton. Although I'm not gonna lie, a part of it kind of sounds like I'm trying to remember the guy's name. The villain from the first Medieval.
No longer a threat and too low.
I can't remember his
As
name.
the shadows crawl eastward from the setting sun.
You know, with that being said, if they were to ever make a proper revival of Medieval someday, I could totally see Burton as the villain.
Well,
the villain.
Same. Oh, yeah, with this voice.
technically they are with that remaster coming out soon.
That
No,
is true.
that's true, but there's still the issue of it. That's still going to be like that's going to be based on the PSP remake, or if it's going to be its own thing.
Yeah, like are they gonna redub it? Or are they gonna use archived clips? Also, that book explained how the Order of Shadows are people who want to take over the afterlife. This is a health thing, and the puzzle is to activate the piano. Let's play these ivories.
Moonlight Sonata.
Oh, good.
Oh. Okay.
Thank God the piano did not show its fangs to us.
No.
Poor
not that.
poor Mario had it so hard.
Yeah. So
But
this-
anyway,
I was
actually
gonna make
looking
a
back,
Resident Evil joke, but okay.
well, there's that too. But actually just checked, and the villain's name was Zarok.
Xerox,
okay.
that's it.
Careful. So yeah, so the
Xerox?
premise of no, no, it's clearly clearly it's Ajax. So this
Isn't
so
he
the
also a
puzzle
Deadpool
between
character?
behind this. I'm making a joke about that.
yeah.
So the puzzle of this room is to activate the
Oh, boy.
instruments and carefully platform.
Yeah.
across
Ajax
the-
locksmiths, we
things
smith
that are
locks.
made. Where's the next instrument? It is what is that? A
That's
A cello.
cello or I thought it was something else.
Oh,
Like
it's-
not a viola.
No, all right, it's a cello because it's not as big as a bass. That's what you're thinking.
Okay,
What's a viola then?
but I was
a
about to
viola-
say just.
A viola is
Ow!
a
Oh, boy.
viola is a bigger violin. It has a deeper. It's more like a baritone version of a violin.
Okay.
Yeah. So
Okay, just going back to.
Sorry. I know I played violin, so it went violin, viola, cello, then bass from
Okay.
smallest. to
Here's the
biggest.
violin.
Yep, that's valid.
But anyway, like I was saying, just going back to the cello real quick, that kind of reminds me of, in my opinion, the only funny joke from the first High School Musical, where it's like, I'm gonna play the cello. Awesome. What is it? And he does like the motion of a cello. It goes, a saw.
A saw. No. A saw. It's like no. The guy is such an idiot, but I love it. Anyway, so that's the puzzle. And don't worry if you fall down. You can just climb up the set of stairs that you that unlock after each segment. Oh boy.
Goodness
Oh,
gracious,
One
this
last
book-
checkpoint.
Good grief, this book can't make up its mind.
That's
Oh, boy.
One more checkpoint. We have to get past the one more checkpoint. We have to get past these moving. Make up your mind, books.
You gotta book it.
Thank you.
Literature is so
Wait.
fickle.
You gotta book it.
Yeah, I know. Easy. We did it, and that's it. So, I'm planning on making this a commentary because I think the game deserves it. I think the game deserves at least a look at, and I'll see a lot of people making good effort, like show off the game kind of things, and I don't know.
Wow, this is really gonna rack
I'm
up
sure
the
someone
views.
has.
I don't know. I guess I'm sounding conceited now. I want to give the game a chance.
That's fair. I mean,
That's
I guess
fine.
the only reason why we don't see too many people showing off this game is because not too many people even bother playing this game.
Yeah, because, and again, I imagine with the movie, with how little it sold, I get it. I totally understand how it was overlooked. Okay, we got the last piece of a death certificate.
Amazing. That
So on the image it shows who. On the
Yeah,
image,
the
on the
duel
image,
Sorry,
go ahead.
I remember the duelists from the ride. They're in the dining hall.
Trivia time. Did you know that in the original Disneyland in Anaheim, California, there once was a man who went onto the ride completely drunk whatever. He was drunk, and when the two duelists appeared, he was so drunk he actually had his own gun on him.
What?
And I guess it was a concealed weapon or something. I don't know. Of course, he got in trouble. Oh, band
Hello.
members.
They've come to sing of our triumph.
Okay, let's try this again. This time, try to keep up.
Okay.
Is that Bill?
Who else are there?
Good. Now, start with a drum riff.
Anyway, you're saying?
Let's go from there.
Oh, hang on. I like this part.
A good tune from a reeless pipe is good as one played for deaf ears.
Okay. That sounds like Bill Farmer trying to do a Scottish accent.
Guys, something's missing.
What?
Can we get more cowbell?
Oh, remember
What
that
is it,
joke?
dog?
I
Cowbell.
agree. It all sounds better when there's more cowbell.
Thank you, Bill Farmer on helium.
All we're missing is a dog.
Anyway,
So let me finish. We're gonna end the part after I go into this door, but let me finish the stories. He was so drunk he took out his own gun and planned to shoot at the. At least he wasn't shooting at any real people. He was just trying to shoot at the ghosts in the ride. So, yeah, I'm not gonna spoil how the illusion is done about the illusion of transparency because they had a cool effect to make all the ghosts look transparent. But basically, this illusion required a massive 2-story tall pane of glass to be in front of you. So he shot at the ghosts. It didn't break the glass, but it did put a giant hole in the glass itself.
Oh, I can see
So-
where that's going.
Well, in order to hide it, because they didn't want to buy another 2-story pane of glass, if you look closely, it's in the last. It's right as you're about to leave that dining room section. If you're going to Disneyland anytime soon, right as you're about to leave the dining room area, if you look closely at the pane of glass, you'll see a spider and a cobweb, and it's because they put the spider just strategically placed in front of where the bullet hole was.
Oh, man.
So let it be known, don't drink and ride.
Exactly.
but
on that note, see you guys for the next part.
Bye-bye.
Bye.
Grim Green Ghosts come out to socialize.